Stuck on I-65 south of Louisville, Kentucky for over 4 hours thanks to a log truck that flipped over. That means I lost my next load. Now we're still looking. Idiots cutting me off and more on this episode of
The Clutch Trucker Channel.
Clutch Trucker, filmed before a live and furry studio audience. Yep, that's Rusty, the world famous Meatball Dog. Hey YouTube, Clutch Trucker here. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of the Clutch Trucker Channel. Alright, here it is, Friday, February 3rd. I'm sitting here on I-65 at about mile marker 213. Been sitting here stopped for over an hour now. Yeah, about an hour and 5 minutes at least. I just fueled up down there in Glendale, Kentucky at the Petro. Made it about 20 minutes up the road and we come to a complete stop. Just past an exit at the 112. Of course, then traffic keeps coming up behind me, so there's no way to back up to that exit. So now we're all just stuck here. Apparently, according to the CB, there's a couple of big trucks and about 4 or 5 cars all tangled up there on a dry road. I've been driving in lousy weather, rain, non-stop rain, snow, and everything for over a week. And finally had some dry weather as I left Ardmore, Tennessee late last night. And we got out of the rain, and it's been dry ever since. And then people decide that they can't drive right and have to tangle up on the highway. Seeing as how it's 2:55 a.m. Eastern right now, and this happened about a little over an hour ago. It must have happened just before I got here because Garmin didn't give me any heads up about it, so I couldn't take the exit ahead. So most likely that time of night you're talking about some people drunk. Would be my guess. I'm just guessing, so I don't want some hate from people saying, well, you don't know, maybe somebody had a seizure or a heart attack. Yeah, maybe that's the cause. Doubtful, but you know. Anyway, so don't know what that means for my delivery this morning. I was going to be there by 7:30. It looks like we may be sitting here for hours. I had a window from 8 to noon. Problem is, I had another pickup I needed to do by noon or by 2 p.m. Almost 2 hours away from my delivery. So, not sure how that's going to happen. I can't be off duty because I'm sitting here on the roadway, on the interstate. I know a lot of drivers do go off duty in a situation like this, but you can't legally do that. You're still in control of your vehicle. I'm still sitting in the driver's seat. The best I can do is be on duty, not driving. And I can put in adverse conditions. Something else the trucking office e-log doesn't seem to get correct. It gives you 2 extra hours on driving, but doesn't give you any extra on duty time like it's supposed to. That's the rule they changed back in 2020. And trucking office doesn't have that correct. Trucking office e-log, I don't know what blind monkey programmed that ELD, but anyway. So, here we sit. Just kind of waiting, wondering what's going to go on. Like I say, weather's fine. It's a little cold. It's, what is it, about 30 degrees? But the roads are dry, so don't know what caused it. But southbound is still moving, but we've been shut down here for an hour and 10 minutes. Gotta love it, baby. Alright, well, made it past that finally. At just over 4 hours. Freaking ridiculous. I do have some video of, well, what was left. They got all the other vehicles out of there except for this log truck. It was off on the right side. It's so dark, I'm not sure you're going to be able to see much. They had stacked up a whole bunch of the logs. I guess that's what caused all the havoc. And I don't know actually how many other vehicles were involved, because by the time we got up there, after they cleared it, they were all gone. But 4 hours stuck there on the interstate. Yeesh. So, of course, I do have a window, my delivery till noon, thank God, because I'll be lucky to make it there by 11:30 at this point. But that means I lose my next load. So, I'm pretty much going to be out of hours after I deliver. So, don't know what we're going to do at this point. Yeah, I was going to pick up a load and it would carry me through the weekend and pay fairly decent. So now we get a search again. Not sure what we're going to find on a Friday. I'm not even sure exactly what time I'll be empty, as long as I hopefully get empty today. So, that's annoying. So here we are up in Ohio on I-71. So after we finally got moving again, actually I had to go around a truck and a pickup and 2 other cars on the right side who are all apparently asleep. They're just asleep in the middle of the roadway, and they weren't moving yet, so I had to go around them, and I get up behind the Greyhound bus that had been sitting next to me on my left side the whole time, and you really can't see too much, but I'll try to walk you through it here.
Truck driver took calls all this fucking shit right here. One driver.
Alright, look to the left, you see that wire barrier is all smashed down. So this was quite a long area of big wrecks. It was mainly a log truck. You'll see up here to the right, there's a tow truck attached to the log truck. The wire barrier is still down. And there were many vehicles involved from what I heard on the CB. Alright, so right past this cop to the right, you can see the tow truck right there. He's attached to the log truck. Look carefully, right there to your right. Alright, and all the logs have been thrown off to the side. You can't see them in the video, but they are stacked up over there. So like I say, many vehicles involved. Again, the wire barrier gets smashed right there. And there's the flatbed with the skid steer on it. Had to come clean everything up. And look, there's the wire barrier mashed again. And you've got another emergency vehicle, and then again to the left, the wire barrier all mashed down. So obviously many vehicles involved in this whole giant mess. 4 hours and 5 minutes we were stopped there on the interstate, and I did, because actually I was going to be going through Cincinnati. I thought in the middle of the night, I did get a good shot of, I always like when you're coming down the hill from Kentucky right before the river into Cincinnati, you get a great shot of downtown. Let's look at that. Before that wreck even happened, when I was going through Nashville early in the morning, some idiot in the downtown area around Nashville, the road split, and if you want to stay on 65, you have to take the exit to the right, then within a half-mile move over to the far left lane, just to stay on 65. All right, I'm at the point where we're taking 65 to the right to 40, and there's a car in the right lane decides all of a sudden, oh, they need to go the other way, comes whipping over in front of me, slams on the brakes, you sure, because I can stop on a damn dime, and cuts me off.
From the right.
Alright, here the right lane goes to the right, left lane goes to the left, center lane can go either way. I'm in the center lane, so I'm going to go to the right. And just look over here to the right. There's that car. Oh, he has a signal on. Oh, he gets to cut me off and slam on his brakes. Moron.
In 1 mile, take exit 2.
Why, I oughta... You've already screwed up. Just take the next exit. You can turn around and go back instead of almost killing yourself. What do you think? Okay, so made my delivery. I had a window from 8 to noon. I got there at 11:30. Checked in. They sent me to another section of the property. Finally got backed in over there, and then they finally got me unloaded. Like I said, I had lost my next load at this point. So now here it is Friday afternoon. What do you do? And since I had to sit so long on the interstate and everything, I'm almost out of hours. I just had to come to the nearest truck stop. I'm at this Love's here in North Canton, Ohio. It's a brand new Love's. It hasn't been here that long. I usually park at the TA in North Canton. I thought, well, let me try this one, see if there's better grass or rusty. And there is. Plus, I'm parked in a corner spot over here against the grass, so I have to only worry about a truck on one side of me. And so we're good. My APU for some reason won't start. I went up and took a nap right after I got here, and then I woke up freezing. So now I've got the truck running because it's like 10 degrees here. It feels like -2. I was down in Louisiana the other day. Well, it was 79. Crazy. Anyway, so yeah, so now we're looking for other loads, in all the wrong places. My wife and I are going to take our 29th anniversary. We're going to take a little trip to Vegas. I had 3 free nights at through Caesars Rewards. that we got at the Rio, so we just had to pay for the airfare. So we got to go to Vegas for only, and we got to get in a rental car. Overall, it was about $697 for us to go for 3 nights. Just us, no kids, no work, nothing else. Yay! So we're gonna enjoy that. So I have to be home on Friday the 10th because the plane leaves Saturday the 11th. So we're looking for loads to get me towards the house at this point. We found one maybe going to the Phoenix area. We couldn't get that finalized today, so we're going to try to work on that tomorrow. So we'll just see what happens. I'm kind of over the bad weather and the wrecks and all. Because the other day in Baton Rouge, there were wreck after wreck after wreck that slowed me way down. So I was already up against it on this load that I was running. So kind of over that at this point. But, you know, it's trucking. What are you going to do, baby? Yeah, and poor Rusty has not been feeling good. I don't know what's wrong with him, but he peed in the truck yesterday, so I had to clean all that up. He's not eating all his food. He's always wants to be right under my feet while I'm driving. These are all signs he's telling me I'm not feeling good. So I don't know what's wrong with him. Hopefully he'll get past this. You know, he's had this a few times before. I mean, I've had him with me 12 years, but so hopefully he'll be feeling a little bit better. And hopefully in the next couple of days. What do you think? Well, thanks for tuning in for that one. Yep, getting stuck on the interstate. Gotta love it. Oh, your ears are getting all matted up, aren't they? It's definitely grooming time. You know, I talked about my last video how I tried to do some around his face, but look at this. It's all matted up on his ears and it's sticking out funny. All right, we'll try to see if we can comb that out for you, Rusty. What do you think? Because now it looks a little crazy. Yeah, I love you too. Thank you. Thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe. Please like and comment. Get to your comments as soon as I can. Sometimes takes a few days because I'm a working truck driver. Haven't been able to get those updated in a few days. There's Clutch Trucker on Instagram, Clutch Trucker on Twitter, and as always, sniff that magic YouTube fairy dust. Clutch and Rusty, out. That was my parents' house. Don't worry about it. Everybody has a third mortgage these days. Yeah, but at 23%, you didn't even negotiate with them. All right, gotta start down here. Oh, come on back down. Don't cheat. Oh, there it goes. He's all over it. Loving that bacon strip. Oh, he's loving that bacon strip. He's a meatball dog, and sometimes he coughs, but he loves them bacon strips. See, he eats them too fast, and he gets all choked up. Meatball dog. That is why he is a meatball dog. Rusty, you slow down, buddy. Just like from Willy Wonka. You get a stomachache eating like that. Oh, yeah. They don't care. It's crack cocaine for a dog. He's all over it. He loves it. Well, I tell you, while being stuck on the interstate for over 4 hours, love having the toilet down here in the truck. Oh, it's a beautiful thing. That made life a little bit easier. I had some cereal while I was sitting there waiting. Took Rusty out, gave him breakfast and everything. So we're covered, baby. And that's what I love about the Clutch Trucker remodel. All right, happy dog look. Rusty. Hello. Look up here. Come on. Rusty. Rusty. Hey. Up here. Come on. You got it, buddy. Rusty.